Okay. You can be fine. Hold on.
Whatever you said was just live on
No, it's
You're recording.
whatever.
It was live. Now I'm live. Rip it up, kick it up, sip it up, put away those snowblowers, put away those lawn mowers. We're ready for hockey. Mix up those margaritas, blend up your drinks. We're back at the YMCA in Lafayette. We're taking on the Lafayette Locomotive. Day number 3, game number 4. Game number three, day number 3. Math. Who cares? This is what it's coming down to here. A win takes us into the final tomorrow. A loss puts our fate in the hands of Rampage. We don't want that. This team has defeated Arvada 3 times so far this season. They don't want it to happen again. They've all been close. We are pumped up. We are ready to go. Harry Haviland on the mic, OTT Sports Network, bringing it to you. Lafayette, Colorado at the YMCA. Arvada Pee Wee A hockey set to take place against the Lafayette Locomotive. Biggest goal today is to not have to hear that stupid train horn that they play every time the Locomotive score. Oh, and win the game. That's the second biggest goal. But if we don't hear that one, that means we're gonna be putting some in the net on the other side. We're in the sharp black jerseys. Gonna have to go off my memory mindset of how these kids skate because I can't read those numbers that clearly. Locomotive over there in the yellow and red at their home barn. Not far from us though. It's not like we had to travel. No hotels necessary. We're fresh, we're ready. This team wants it. Over there talking to Coach Jake and Coach John. Coach Dick back up in Fort Collins after serving his suspension last night. Coaching his midgets. Give us a shout out, tune in. Shouting out everybody watching, everybody in the stands. It is loud, it is crazy. We are going. Natasha Hernandez, Helen Parker, Todd Mancuso, Tom Haviland, welcome to the broadcast. Starting this one out here is going to be Alex out with Nick and Calder. On the point, Bo and Milo in between the pipes. As always, your number 1 goaltender for the Arvada Pee Wee A is Win. Back out to the point, Nick the blue line. Kicked out by Alex. Nick on the forecheck, trying to push that one inside the blue line. Back over to Lafayette, offside. Calling that one back quickly here with only 42 seconds. Nope, 22 seconds ticked off the clock here in the first period. Some new refs that we haven't seen yet, that's a good thing, mix it up. Just like those margaritas in your blender right now. Lafayette wins that one, tipped by Calder. Over to the side is Bo. Lafayette pushing this one wide towards the front of the net. Take the shot, Win with the save. Puck still loose in front, everybody's collapsed on it. Win's got it under his glove, hanging it on. We got tunes going today. I've been dancing through warm-up, dancing right now. Lafayette with the win, Alex with the pressure, Nick kicks it out. Lafayette fires that back in, offside again. Checking it up outside the Arvada blue line. Line changes made by Arvada. Stepping out onto the ice is going to be Cohen, Cullen, and Kai. On the point, we've got Jackson, we've got Owen. Center ice face-off right down in front of you. Coming into your living room on the OTT Sports Network. Picked up by Kai inside his blue line. Into the skates of Cohen, that one's off of it. So it's going all the way down, icing waved off. Off the boards hard, onto the side of Cullen. Into the circle, bounces over Kai's stick at the top, and Lafayette comes out. Kai with a back check there, breaks that one up, gets it up to Cohen, breaking back into Lafayette territory. Locomotive behind their end. Walk around the far side, back up to Cullen. Cullen spins that one back into the corner. Picked up by Lafayette behind their net. Kai on the forecheck, pressuring him into the corner. Towards the front, trying to find Cullen. Colin gets knocked down as he tries to break that play up. Lafayette still in the zone. Cohen comes in on that one, takes his player down. Jacks into that one. Cohen from his knees. Over to the far side to Colin. Colin and Cohen. Colin and Jackson, sorry. I'm just used to saying Colin and Cohen breaking down. Jackson was up in that play. Jackson continuing the pressure. Coming around into the circle. Trying to look at Anderson in front of the net. Couldn't get it all the way through to him. Dumped all the way down. Icing signaled. Whistled down here with 12:03 left to go in the first period. Battling back and forth here. These teams know that either one can win this game. They're fighting hard right out of the gate. Win back to the point to Milky. Milky shovels that one into the corner. Anderson spins it. Ethan behind the net, coming over to the near corner. Ethan's got some time. Goes to his backhand. Looking for Anderson behind the net. Over to Evan. Evan on the top of the circle, skating around. Out to the point to Milky. Milky shovels it towards the front, picked up by Lafayette. Good job there as they come back in. Ethan with the puck. Loses it in front before he can get the shot off. Skating back, that one sneaks across the blue line into neutralized territory in this skinny neutral zone, 10 feet shorter than your average. Still stuck in. Backhanded into the Locomotive zone. Ethan chasing this one down. Locomotive picks it back up, coming out the other way. 2-on-2. Towards the front of the net, stopped and kicked out by Anderson. Reset at center ice, back behind their old blue line, picking up some speed, walking across, gaining the blue line, coming in hot. Takes a shot when easily kicks that one out to the side, makes a secondary save on it, and then dives over as he sees the puck loose in front of his net. Nobody grabbing for it. Wynn takes control of the situation with 10:46 left to go in the first period. Alex, Calder, and Nick out there with Jackson and Bo on defense. Out to the point, goes across. Nick's racing, he's got the speed, going towards the net, trying to take the shot, and looking for that top corner. Goalie flashes the glove. Holds onto it. Nick with the burst of speed, looking for the goal to make this an Arvada lead. Doesn't come through on that one, but they're gonna get another opportunity with a face-off deep in the Locomotive zone. Face-off over into the boards. Lafayette comes out with a puck, skating across their own blue line. Tips that around, Bo chasing it into the corner. Help out on the play is Alex. Alex up the far boards over to Calder. Calder just loses it ahead of him. Steps into the play, back out to the point. Walking in is Jackson. Calder at the point, back over to Jackson. Tips that in front of him, and it comes out across into center ice. Alex controlling, spinning back around. Pushes that a little ahead of Calder, but it's still not going to be icing. He was on the right side of the red line for that play. Nick runs into a player. They both go down as Calder was looking to center it, but nobody was in front of the net. Cohen races off the bench into the corner, gaining into the play. Against the boards, Lafayette off the boards and hard. 2-on-1 against Jackson. They go in front of the net, take the shot, and rip that one high and wide. Lafayette picks a rebound up, coming around towards the front, turns, circle, shoot that one off the glass. Bouncing at the blue line, held in, towards Wynn. Wynn hangs on again. 9:24 left to go in this broadcast, brought to you by the OTT Sports Network in Lafayette, Colorado, as your Arvada Pee Wee A are taking on the Lafayette Locomotive in the third game of the tournament. Third game in 2 days, 3 days. I don't know how long we've been here. 2 days, 2 yesterday, 1 today. There was nothing on Friday. That's why I keep getting confused. They send that one all the way down for icing. Usually our tournaments start on Friday. You're following us on Facebook or YouTube. Either way, OTT Sports Network is going to bring you the live broadcast. You can find us at www.ottsportsnetwork.com for all the links, for all the action. Cohen wins that one back. Colin punches it out. All the way down. This one's going to be on net. The goalie's going to cover it up. Kai gets a poke at it as the goalie tried to shovel it out. Colin goes down, hauling his player with him. Doesn't get a penalty. He is going to get a penalty for that. Yeah, Colin went down, took the player with him, but Arvada's got to tag up on this puck. Milky's going to chase it down. Milky's going to touch up in his corner. 22 black for a hold. Can't really argue that one. Looks like Cohen and Kai are going to stay out there for this penalty kill with Milky and Owen. Face off to the side of Wynn. He's staring it down as Cohen steps into the dot. One back by Lafayette, out to the point. They're getting set up. Take the shot, flip it in. Wynn sees it all the way, collapses on top of it, holding it for another whistle. Ref's got the beard. I don't know if I want to call him like some kind of hipster brewmaster or Santa Claus. Behind the Arvada net, trying to center. That one was Lafayette. They're trying again. Milky behind, rings it around, high off the glass. Held in at the point, jumps over Kai's stick. Going into the corner, there's going to be a 5-on-3 as Arvada's going to take the trip. Going diving in front, they missed on the wide open shot. Wynn gloves it down. Owen knows it, he's skating over to the bench right now, to the box I should say. 5-on-3 for the next 59 seconds. Arvada's got two players in the box, got to control these penalties early on in the first period. That was his obvious mistake, but that wasn't on purpose. I'm not calling that at all. But regardless, the result is a 5-on-3 for the Locomotive as they're setting up in the Arvada zone. Over to Anderson. Anderson flips it off the glass out to center ice. Locomotive circling around at their blue line, coming across center ice, walking in. Going into the corner. Back to the point, setting up on this. Playing pass, they got a lot of room to work with. Take the shot and Wynn pads that one out. To the blue line, they can't get it all the way out. Locomotive towards the center of the ice. Wynn grabs it, hangs on. 24 seconds left to go in the first penalty. 56 in the second. 7:43 left on the clock to tick off of the first period tally. Evan replacing Anderson at center, keeping the same D out there. That's Milo and Bo. Bo behind his net. Bo backhands it into Milo. Milo shoots that, but out to the point, picked up. Shot blocked by Bo as he steps into that play. 6 seconds left, and Arvada's going to get another player out. They take the shot before the penalty expires. 5-on-3 goal. Locomotive takes the lead, 1-0 with 7:21 left to go. There's that stupid horn I was talking about. I'm allowed to say stupid, aren't I? I can say whatever I want. All right, I've been pretty much doing that all season, so. And my vocabulary keeps getting worse, and my attitude might be getting worse as the season rolls on. Bear with me. Tuning in, we got Kim and Tom, we got Anita. Longtime supporters of the OTT and the Arvada PWA. Your team is down 1-0 now, and they're still on the penalty kill out in front. They couldn't get that one. This Locomotive trying to capitalize on the power play. Into the corner. Ethan in front, picked up by Locomotive. Out to the point, they take another shot. That one goes off a stick and into the boards behind the net. Pushed over by Ethan. Ethan bangs it off the boards, not all the way out. Player steps out of the box, 5-on-5 hockey. Wynn gloves that one down, hangs onto it. 1-0 Locomotive here with 6:43 left to go in the first period. Arvada struggling with those penalties earlier, back to 5-on-5, seeing what they can do to come back the other way. Tasked with the opportunity is Alex's line. He's got Nick and he's got Calder out there with him. Milky and Jack's on the point, deep in Arvada zone for the faceoff. Won by Alex, push that up to Nick. Nick gets it banged off his stick, but still clears the zone. Lafayette at center ice. Calder bangs it off his stick. Lafayette coming in. High slot towards center. Hung on to again by Wynn. Wynn got a little poke after that. The ref was pointing, but he was pointing at the dot. Wynn wasn't happy with it. He's got his glove off, his mask up. Getting his equipment all sorted out. Puts his blocker back on, or glove back on, I should say. One back by Arvada to Milky in the corner. Not hard enough off the boards. Jack's trying to get this one out. Locomotive takes it inside the blue line. Holding on to Jack's stick as he kicks it back into Milky at the corner. Milky gets tangled up with a couple of Locomotive players. Coming in to help him now is Alex over to the far boards. Calder backhand. Jax tips that out to center ice. The play has been all Locomotive so far here. Arvada struggling to get it out of their own zone and deep into the offensive area. As Lafayette comes back in one more time over to the blade of Milky. Milky circling around. Puts it back off the boards to himself. Gets it up over to Calder. Calder and Nick. Alex 3-on-1. Calder has it, trying to center that pass just behind Nick's stick. Going into the corners, Jackson sees pressuring in deep. Out to the point as Locomotive makes the change. Locomotive's gonna get a penalty here for a check. Arvada power play opportunity with 5:28 left to go. Power play unit steps on the ice. That's Cohen's line centering Kai and Cullen. Bo's on the point alongside of Milo. Calling into the corner over to Locomotive. Locomotive gets this one out and they're coming back in shorthanded. Bastard, but coming in clean. Getting back was Colin on that one, breaking that play up. Calling out of his own zone, looking for Kai up high. They come in, that was tangled up in Lafayette, but it's gonna stay onside just for that. Kai on the boards, over towards the center, trying to find Colin. Picked up by Lafayette. Lafayette out of their zone. Cohen steals that one. Comes in, shoots, deflected high, goes off the glass behind the net. Puck is still in play. To the point in the shot. Back in behind the net for Lafayette. High off the glass. Bo keeps that one in onside. Good job by him. Back out, Cohen to Bo. Back into Cohen. Cohen centering pass. Kai on the far side. Backhands towards the front of the net. Bounces over Cohen's stick into the side. Cohen towards the front. Colin looking for the 1-T. Deflected into the corner. Kai back out to the point. Gets it to Milo. Milo takes the time. Winds up. Puts it towards the front. Cohen behind the net. Fighting for it. Kai shovels towards the front. Back to Milo at the point. Milo walks in. Takes another shot. Tip in front. Over to the corner. Milo just got a stick on that, and then it was deflected back over by Bo, picked up by Lafayette. On the back check is Kai, 5-on-5. Penalty has expired. Lafayette still circling in Arvada zone. Puck's banged around, it's loose in front. Wynn tries to grab that one, then gets a pad out, making the save as Lafayette gets the shot off. In front, all kinds of sticks and bodies flailing around to the far side. Goes past Milo, in behind Bo, behind his net. Steps into Colin behind the net. Back over to Bo. Bo with a backhand. Stopped by Lafayette, they're wide open. Come in, take the shot. Put that in the catcher's mitt. Hang on to it and blow the whistle down. 3:17 left to go here in the first period. Lafayette is up on your Arvada squad 1-0. Frantic action in front of the Arvada goal. Lafayette trying to bury one. Wynn hangs on to that. And Arvada's trying to do what they can to get some action on the other side of this ice. Owen over to Ethan. Ethan's got Anderson. He's coming up. Evans with them. They stay on side. Ethan into the corner. Ethan's tripped up. Draws the penalty. Lafayette touches that one up. Arvada back on the power play. Good hustle there by Ethan, driving that puck in hard, drawing the penalty. giving Arvada a power play opportunity here. 2:57 left to go in the first period. All set up with their lines. It's going to be Evan, Anderson, and Ethan out there with Milky and Owen on D. Power play draw set to take place in Lafayette zone. Off the boards, held in at the point by Owen. Owen shoots at, puts it in wide. Anderson into the corner, Lafayette. That one's tipped by Milky. Icing's waved off for that. Owen in his own end. Up to the side, off of Ethan. Locomotive circling in Arvada zone towards the front of the net. They just missed on that shorthanded opportunity as Anderson falls down and Lafayette picks the puck back up. Coming in, try and take the shot. Corner. Lafayette shorthanded, controlling the play. Blocked in front by Evan, trying to make that pass up to Ethan on the far boards. Doesn't get it to him. Now Evan around the side, over to Ethan. They gain the zone. Evan going into the corner with it. Anderson in front. Back over to Ethan. Ethan turns, fires over to Evan. Evan shoots it weakly in front. Anderson holds his hands up, letting the ref know he wasn't trying to do anything nasty. Line changes. The second power play unit steps out onto the ice. Alex, Nick, and Calder see the sheet with Jackson and Milo on defense. Alex set to take the face. One back by Lafayette. Holding the puck against the boards. Still fighting for it is Alex. Alex comes out, can't get it to squirt in front of the net. Into the far corner. Stepping out his Locomotive with some speed. Tipped at center ice, but picked up by Lafayette. Coming in, Alex breaks the play on the back. Jackson with the puck. Gets it deflected over to Milo. Milo walking in. Milo takes the shot. Right at the goalie. Rebound is open. Penalties expired. 1:23 left to go here. Jackson keeps that one offside. It's gloved down. Back over to Calder. Spinning around. Getting it outside the zone. And Milo backhands it back in, but Alex was offside. Whistled down with 1:11 left to go here in the first period. Welcome, Laura Lee Sutherland, another longtime viewer. Tuning in now, 1-0 for Locomotive over your Arvada squad here in the third period with just over a minute left to play. Alex is at the face-off at center ice. Picked up by Nick, coming in, shoots that one towards the net. Goalie grabs it, hangs on to it, and Arvada gets a face-off in the offensive zone. Cohen's line takes the ice. Getting some cheers from a couple of dads over there, yelling at him hard. Showing the support all around this rink as your Arvada families. Cohen out to the point, held in by Milo, but picked up by Locomotive. They tip that one out, it's offside. As Milo dumps that one back in quickly. Milo and Jax will change up, sending Owen and Bo back out on defense. Cohen falls down as the puck was stuck in the ref. Owen flips that one down. That's got to be a tip. And now with 42.7 seconds left to tick off the frame. Cohen at the dot. Wins that one back over to Owen. Owen up the boards. Gets it to Colin. Colin sees Kai up ahead of him. Here comes Kai and Cohen racing in. Kai walking in, can't stick Allen through the player. Gets that knocked off of his blade. Cohen goes hard into it. Up to Colin. Colin can't get the shot off cleanly. As Locomotive intercepts that one and comes around through center ice. Walking in 2-on-1 against Bo. They come in, take the shot. Dying seconds of the first period. Locomotive buries one, going up 2-0. Not many words I can say about that. They just came in with some speed. walked in, took a good shot, put a top shelf over Wynn's shoulders. He was dropping to try and make that save.
The guys didn't see it hit the crossbar and go down.
Oh, they didn't see it?
The boys didn't see it.
Oh, they didn't see it.
The players didn't see it, so they didn't think it went in.
Oh, it did go in. We know it went in. The players didn't see it go in. Colin trying to break that up. Kai pushes it up to Colin. He's got 5 seconds to get a shot off here. Colin takes a shot, rifles that one into the netting behind. They just let the time wind off the clock here, let the buzzer sound, ending the first period. Arvada's got to regroup back to their benches, see what their coaches are going to say about this, as they're down 2-0 going into the second period. Wynn's having a conversation with the refs over there. Not sure what he's saying, just doesn't look happy about it, but his team's got to throw some support. Wynn's been taking a lot of shots here in the first period. The ice has definitely been slanted, with the bottom of that hill being in Arvada's end in the first. See if we can tip that upside down, flip it around, come back in the second period and get some shots on this goalie trying to bury some. There was a few opportunities there. They had some good chances. Unable to solve the tendy in the first 14 minutes. Second 14 set to come up, and brought to you once again by Westbound and Down, where all the parents gathered before us for some bevies and pizzas just outside the Lafayette rink. Coach John looking like he's leading the conversation over there, making some good points. You know, when he's got his hand out, he's actually asking questions. Why are we not doing this? Why are we not doing that? Good question. Hopefully it's a rhetorical one and these kids get the answer in the second period.
There's our hangers. Look at the hanging dads over there.
Is that?
They're the hanging dads.
There's the dads over there. Milky and Dave standing behind the glass on the far side, yelling, cheering, giving Wynn support as he sends his way back over to the crease, far side of the ice arena. Evan set to take the opening draw here in the second period, wins that one forward, but Lafayette picks it up. Bangs it into Arvada's zone. Evan on that, circled by Anderson, fights for it as he drops to his knees, still battling. Off the boards is Jackson. Anderson can't get that out. Jax doesn't get it out either. They're still keep it in. Two players. Wynn blockers that one high over into the glass. A little bit of time for Milky. Milky off the boards, up to Evan. Evan can't control that pass, and Lafayette dumps it back into the Arvada zone. Deep into the corner, Lafayette to pick it up. Centering pass. Jackson trying to break that up, spun back around. Poked out, and now here comes Anderson across center ice. Anderson can't dangle around, gets it knocked off of his stick, and Lafayette circles around, coming back into Arvada territory. Make the pass in front. Jax comes across, gets a blade on that one, forcing his player into the corner and down. On the far side, out of the zone, not quite by Anderson. Anderson's got another chop at it there, doesn't get it out. Lafayette at the blue line, keeping this in Arvada's area. Now Anderson knocks it out, racing down for it, picked up first by Lafayette in their end. 12:37 left to tick off the clock in the second period as Lafayette circles around, picks it up at center ice, challenged by Jackson. Kicked into the corner by that blade of Milky, the green tape working its magic again. Out to the top of the zone to Anderson, gets that out. Back over to Jax. There's going to be a roughing penalty here against Arvada. I didn't see it. It looks like it was behind the play. Arvada tagged up on that one. The ref signaling.
No, it's offside.
That was offside?
It's offside.
Oh, okay. Well, he was doing like the punching motion. Maybe he's working on his Pilates, doing his XP90 or whatever it's called. I'm not quite the athlete that understands all those online things. Yoga? Is that yoga? Punching? P90X, that's the one. Taibo. I went to school with Taibo. Great guy. Awesome basketball player too. Arvada back into their end. Lafayette coming in, taking the shot. Saved by Wynn into the corner by Alex. Back behind Arvada's net. Lafayette picks it up, centering pass wide open, diving in front, puck is still loose. Ref blows the whistle. Puck was loose. Arvada gets away with one there as the coach behind the Lafayette bench is going crazy over the whistle blown on a loose puck. Having a conversation with one of our parents now. That's gonna get him, gonna keep an eye on that to see how it develops throughout the day. He's walking away, smart move there. Doesn't want to have the conversation with the Lafayette coach. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think a parent might be being ejected from the game. Now he wants to open the gate and have a conversation with the ref. Just so he can't hear him through the glass is all he's saying over there. Just waiting for this one to sort itself out. A little bit of a game delay here as one of the Arvada parents has a conversation with the referees and may have to go back to west down and bound for another piece of pizza at a bevy. Face-off is going to be in Arvada's zone. Alex flips that one up the draw, and that comes out. Nick racing for it. Back over to Calder, to Alex. Alex comes out of the scrum with it, pushes it back to Milo at D. Milo up to Nick. Nick comes inside the blue line, takes a shot. Goalie can't handle that rebound. Back out to the point, hops over Bo's stick. Milo in behind Wynn. Off the boards. In front. Broken up there by Bo. Backhand attempt goes wide by Lafayette. Far side, they're going to call that no. It was tipped. Racing in is Nick. He's got Alex going towards the front of the net. Nick spins to Alex. Lafayette collapses on top of him before he can get a solid shot off. They pick the puck up. Go across ice pass here coming into Arvada's zone. Excellent work there by Milo breaking that play up. At center, gaining Arvada's zone. Locomotive towards the front, take the shot, miss on the one-timer, goes off of Owen, out to the front and kick to the top of the zone. They keep it in. Kai trying to find Colin. Kai gets it to Colin. He dangles around, couldn't get it on his backhand, back over to Owen. To center ice, Kai flips that to Colin. Colin into the Lafayette zone. Held into the point by Kai. Colin and Cohen fighting for it against. Cohen into the corner. Cohen walking out with it. Centering pass. Picked off. They're in front. They're battling. It's loose. Puck stays out and it's under the Lafayette goalie as Arvada was trying to find that loose one to put it in. The score stays 2-0. The clock says 10:06 left to go here in the second period. Arvada trying to claw their way out of this one. The OTT Sports Network's bringing it to you live from Lafayette, Colorado. Off the skates of Colin, going into the far side. Colin to Kai. Kai with the shot towards the front. That's deflected. In behind. Cohen can't get on that one as Lafayette skates it across the blue line, making the breakout pass across the ice. Bounces over. Milky off the boards. Up to Cohen. Cohen can't shovel it hard enough. Lafayette picks it up at center ice.
Offside.
They're going to call that offside. Is it bounced off the boards back outside the blue line? Lafayette was inside the blue line. And according to the rule book, that is what is considered an offside. Both lines being changed up here with an offside face-off draw just outside Arvada's end. Evan at the face-off, kicking that one forward over to Anderson on the far side. Evan has it on his stick. Evan's walking in, has some speed trying to take this one wide. Got Anderson trailing, held up on the boards. Anderson comes out of it with it. Anderson stick handling towards the front, can't get the shot off. To the boards, towards the front. Evan trying to put that to Ethan. Ethan with the shot. Ethan finds top tees, burying that one out of the slot. breaking the drought and making it 2-1 for Arvada coming back in this one. They still play that stupid goal horn. I don't get it either.
Who scored that? What was the? Who scored?
That was, who scored that? That was Ethan in front.
From who?
Ethan from the player that passed it to him. I'm not sure. I'm just a talent. I'm not supposed to have a memory on this. It came out of the corner. Anderson worked it out. Evan was a part of it. Ethan made the play to finally bury it. Bo's in behind his end now. Arvada with the momentum, tipping this out to center ice. Racing down, Ethan finding some speed. Gets tripped up, trying to find that puck. Evan dives down for it. Ethan coming in front of your camera right here. Banged off the boards over to Jax. Jax saves it, has some time, flips it across the center. They get back on side and Evan has it at the top of the circle. Evan flips a weak one towards the net. The puck was loose, Evan went crashing for it, but the goalie pulled it back in, hanging on. Keeping it a 2-1 game with 8:31 left to go here in the second period.
Don't worry, Facebook got you covered. Evan had the assist.
Evan had the assist. Thank you, Facebook user, that we can't see. And I don't get those notes. We went through this last weekend. We'll pop them up. Katie will put them up on the YouTube screen. We just can't see who's sending the messages. Apologies for that, but technology is apparently not my strong front. Down below the press box, Lafayette picks it up, trying to come across, stripped by Calder at center ice. Over to Jackson. Jackson puts a shoulder into the player coming looking for it. Jackson was just making a hard move towards the right end of the ice, and the player was in there. He's apologizing for it, but player is down. We're gonna make sure he's okay. Player's still down, hasn't been moving too much, but he's been talked to by the coaches, a couple other parents. Hard hockey play and a hard hockey drop there. It was run into. That's an unfortunate play there as Jax was going hard for the puck. Player's gonna get up on his own. Gets a hand from everybody on the ice and everybody in the stands. Will be a little bit shaken up for that one. No ill intentions there. I think everybody recognizes that. Faceoff's going to be at center ice. Alex, Nick, and Calder still out there for your Arvada squad with Owen and Milo on defense. Back to the action. We're hoping that player's going to be okay. He's back to the bench getting tended to. Still got a hockey game to play with 8 minutes left to go in the second period. Arvada trailing 2-1. Off of a stick and back over to Locomotive at center ice. Back check there by Nick. It's loose in front. Locomotive turns, fires, win with the save. Bounces up over the crossbar and into the corner. Can't get it all the way out. Fighting for it on the boards. Players went down. I couldn't see behind this camera. Somebody's getting a holding penalty. Number 2 in yellow. Arvada power play coming at you. 7:35 left to go in this second period. Cohen, Kai, and Collins step on the ice to take the draw deep in the Lafayette zone. doing what they can here with the man advantage, trying to even this game up at 2s almost halfway through the second period. One back, but Cohen fights for it. Ringing around the boards, back out to Owen. Owen turns, shoots, tipped in front, and that one goes wide. Milo skates over to the far side, pinching in. Puts it towards the front of the net, but it's picked up by Loco. Stick back in by Colin, over to Cohen in the far side. Cohen's battling against 2 players. Colin helping him out. Holding that back up against the boards. Cohen backhands it out. Milo can't keep it in. Milo loses his stick, and now Owen's got to race back for it. Owen behind his own net. Flips it up the boards to Kai. Kai gets it out, over to Cohen. Cohen loses it in his skates. Tipped in by Colin. On the far side, Loco coming at it. Kai takes a swing at it. Kai's going to get a tripping penalty for that. Kai took a swing, taking the player out as he was going up the boards. Evening this up now, 4-on-4 hockey for the next 41 seconds before Arvada sees a penalty kill. Not the way you want to get your name on the scoreboard when you're on the power play. But Cohen and Colin are going to stay out there with Milky and Jax on defense. 4-on-4, lots of open ice for this team to get some skating going. One back by Loco, dumped into the corner. Jax gets back up, spins it around behind his net, over to Cohen on the side. Cohen off the boards, not that hard, kept in by Locomotive at the blue line. Over to Jackson, Jackson with the hard one. That one gets it out. Cohen tips it down. Now Cohen's chasing him. Cohen pushes his player down. Finally, Cohen's on the right side of the players falling down. Colin coming across the blue line. Colin rips his shot. Puck gets deflected into the corner by the goalie. There's going to be a penalty there as Cohen went for it. 4-on-3 hockey. We've seen a lot of this. In the last couple of weeks, 4-on-3. Penalties have been, what's a word for a lot? Penalties have been a lot in the last couple of weeks for us. And the other teams we've been playing against too, so we got 8 seconds left in 4-on-3, then 4-on-4 for 57 seconds, then Arvada's on the power play for 33 seconds, and I can do all that without my calculator. Oh, putting 2 players in, is that 2 and a 10?
No, they had a player in there.
They got 3 players in the box though. Oh, you got 2 and 10 for that hit into the boards. Coach John is saying that was a blatant shot at his head. Coach John's talking to the ref saying you can't do that with somebody's head into the boards. Cohen got up though, and here we are, 4-on-3 in front. Goalie hangs on to it. That expires the first penalty from Loco. Back to 4-on-4 hockey for the next 49 seconds. Ethan at the faceoff dot. He's out there with Anderson. Pushed into the corner. Jackson Milky at the point. 4-on-4 with 5:58 left to go here in the second period. Held in at the point by Jax. They bang that one back out. Now racing forward is Milky. Milky steps into it first. Has the guy climbing over his back as he tips that one out of the zone to Anderson. Pushing it up off of Ethan's skate into the corner. Skipped over there by Loco, back out to the point. Anderson to Milky. Milky takes the shot, winds up. Oh, that one had a line of sight on it. I saw it, and the goalie got his blocker on top of that. Loco back with the puck. Skating out 1-on-2. 1-on-3 now as Ethan gets back on the back check. Jax chased him into the corner, wide open in front, takes a shot. I think that might have rung off the post. If not, it just missed. Banged off behind the boards. 5-on-4 for Arvada now as Evans out there joining his teammates. They got 23 seconds on the power play. As Jax comes across the blue line, comes across the center line, gives it over to Ethan. Ethan comes in. Ethan takes a shot, blocker save into the corner. Ethan chases down his own rebound. Evan bodies up there against the defender, picked up by Ethan. Ethan skating behind the net. Jax was calling for it up top of the circle. Loco skips that out, goes past Milky. They say that's deflected. Icing waved off. Loco's the first one back there. Goes into the corner to try and pick this up. Battling against Jackson Milky. 1 against 2. Milky comes out of it with it. Lose it behind the net. Still can't get a hold of it. And now Jack's pushed the Loco player into. The Loco's going to get the penalty for it. As Alex still has a shot. Here comes Alex on the delayed penalty. Walking into the corner. Milky's slow to get up behind the play. Play still continues here. 4-on-4 in front of the net. 4-on-5. Loco touches up on that puck. And they're going to get another penalty for that. Arvada back on the power play with 4:05 left to go here in the second period. I don't even know how to call this action when something's going on. If I sound confused to all of you out there tuning in, it is because I am. And that's just me. Arvada power play. Alex, Calder, and Nick out there for it with Milo and Bo on defense. Alex over to Nick off the faceoff. Nick kicks it into the corner. Picked up by Loco. All the way around the boards. Milo pinches in, gets that back over to Calder. Calder skating at the top of the slot, gets it over to Alex. Alex takes a shot. The goalie couldn't hang on to it, dives back on top of it as they clean out their crease, and there's going to be a face-off with 3:50 left to go here in the Locomotive zone. Alex wins this one into the corner, picks up his own draw, gets it stripped off of his blade as Loco has it behind their own net. Calder steps into the play. Loco puts it off the boards. Milo holds it in, back into Calder. Calder across, tries to sauce that over to Alex. Over to Bo. Bo into Alex, bounces over his stick. Loco off the glass. Milo still pinching in. Holding this into the blue line. Michael circles, shoots. Calder couldn't get the tip. Loco tips that out. Held in again there by Milo. Unbelievable play by Milo at the point. Back out to Milo again. Milo couldn't get that one across. It's deflected, but Bo gets into the play. Bo circles off the boards, back to himself. Loco steps into that one. Coming back for it was Calder. Calder gets it back outside the blue line. Still on the power play for Arvada for the next 15 seconds as Alex gains the blue line. Alex is coming in, taking this one wide. Circling around, going into the corner.
Alex.
Falls down on that. He's still down. They tip that one outside. Milo backhands it back in. That's going to be offside. 1 second left to go here. Loco's going to step out of the box behind the play. Arvada's going to be eyeing this one down. Milky and Owen talking about it. They recognize the clock. They see what's going on. Cohen, Kai, and Calder out there is your forward line. One back over to Owen. Owen up the side to Colin. Colin coming in. Again, taking this one wide, powering his way into the corner. One hand backhand in front. Kai dives for it. Gets underneath the goaltender. And a face-off in the Locomotive zone. The fans getting behind this team right now, rallying them here in the second period with 2:23 left to go, trailing by 1. Cohen towards the front, that's on the back of the net, digging for it's Kai. Goalie says, please don't do that. Kai says, okay, that's all right. Why don't you come over and jump on my trampoline? I don't think that's really what he said. One back by Locomotive. Cohen trying to hammer that run around the boards. It's picked up, held into the point by Owen. Owen takes a shot, whistles that one wide. Over to the far boards, Kai picks it up. Kai to Cohen. Cohen spins around, takes a shot in front. Held on to by the goaltender again. They're getting the shots on net. We're at the 2-minute warning of the second period. Bountiful, yes, Seth Mackay, bountiful. In front here, coming over. Owen holds that in, tipped in front by Colin, couldn't get it all the way through. Back in front, looking for it, digging for it's Cohen. The puck is still loose, Cohen's not giving up on the play. It gets buried up, swallowed up. Oh, the action is frantic in front of the net, and the shots are bountiful. 1:46 left here in the second period. Ashley Maurer not with us today. She is tuning in though. Good to see a momager supporting this team from wherever she is as icing goes all the way down. Shirley tuning in from Minnesota. Had a pleasure of meeting her last weekend. That's always a great time. I love seeing when the fans of the OTT step into town, get to watch some live action, meeting everybody. We appreciate your support, your love for the broadcast, your love for this team. The kids love it as well. Keep tuning in. We'll keep bringing it to you. Thank you, Shirley. Jackson with the shot from the point, looking for the deflection was Anderson. Anderson just backhands that one in behind the net, picked up by Ethan. Ethan swinging around, trying to get it off the front. It goes off the side of the net. Anderson breaking up the play. Evan couldn't find the center of the ice. And Loco behind their net. Stepped into by Ethan. Still has it as Evan. Evan loses it on the far side. Now they're coming in 2-on-2 with some heat. Walking across the blue line, forcing Bo to turn around. Backhand. Bo forces that one behind the net. Tipped up and out of the blue line. At center ice here in the final minute of play of the second period. Arvada trailing 2-1 as Loco walks in, doing some deking towards the front. Caught up in Jackson's skates and then picked up by Bo. Bo over to the far side to Anderson, comes in onside. Anderson stick handling around, tries to drop it to Jax. Jax fires it in, over to Ethan, couldn't turn around and fire it off in time. Loco back the other way to center ice, stop there. Hauled down was Jackson for his efforts. Loco comes out, 23 seconds left to go in the frame. Gets back on that one. There's going to be a penalty called here against Evan for checking. Evan and Anderson sandwich a player here, and Evan's going to see the gate for it. 17.9 seconds left to go here in the second period. Arvada on the penalty kill. All the way back down in there, and it's going to be Calder and Alex on forward. Milky and Milo on D. Just over to the side of win for the faceoff. Alex setting up his players. I think he was saying he wants to win this one forward. I don't know if that's a good idea, but he's going to try it anyways. He gets back out to Loco as they kick it into the corner. Milo around the boards to Alex. Alex tips it up. Pushed into the boards. Good job there by Milo, angling his player out. Fighting for it until the buzzer sounds. End of the second period. Lafayette Locomotive 2, Arvada 1. Player number 80, apparently, I believe that's 18, is in the box for another 1 minute and 13 seconds to start this period. Arvada huddling up around their bench, trying to come up with a game plan to win this one back. As I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, we win this one, we go into the final to face Locomotive tomorrow, who's 2-0 so far. We are 1-0-1. And there's a game later on this afternoon. If we lose this one, Rampage has to beat Summit in order for us to make the finals. We don't want to have to do that math because everybody's on Harry's math schedule, and that's just not a good thing for this team. We need to come out in this third period, put a couple behind the tendy, and come out on top. All right, the silence is over. I've caught my breath. Sometimes you just need to take a moment for yourself. It's a mental health thing these days for me. I yell at you guys on this microphone all weekend long, and then I just stop and stare at the rafters once in a while. There you caught me staring at the rafters. They're beautiful rafters here in Lafayette. We are here, Lafayette, Colorado, as I said yesterday, just north of Arvada. We're about 20 minutes up the street, 18 minutes if you ride with Katie. And we are in one right now, trailing 2-1 starting this third period. And on the penalty kill, Alex and Calder out there with Milo and Milky doing what they can for the next minute and 13 seconds until we get back to 5-on-5 hockey action. Whistle blows as Santa steps towards center ice with the hand in the air and the puck in the other one. Drops it. One back by Locomotive. Loco into the Arvada zone. Stick down there by Milo, but they pick it up, come in, take the shot. Deflected over to the side by Alex. Calder trying to push that one around. Can't get it outside the blue line. Defender steps in, goes across ice. They rip that shot. Wynn sees it, makes a save. Goes into the corner. And banked out by Arvada. That one's coming all the way down. Icing is waved off at the last second there. Good job by Arvada killing those seconds off that penalty. Locomotive comes back in. Alex walks into it. Milky behind the net. Over to Locomotive. Back out to the point. They wind up, take the shot. Trying to tip that one in front. Two players in front, can't get the rebound. Taken out of the play, back out to the point and kicked in. Loco back out to the far point. They hold this one in at the blue line, dangling it just in danger zone. Milo behind the net, 7 seconds left to go, and it's picked up by Alex. Alex coming out of his end, comes across the red line, comes across the blue line, can't stick handle through the player as the penalty expires, and Arvada now has 5 attackers on the ice. Highstead, they're going to give too many men on the ice for Arvada. Kai stepped on there apparently before the other player stepped off. Touched that puck. Arvada going on the penalty kill with 12:35 left to go. Too many men on the ice call. I couldn't count them from my perspective, but Nick's gonna take the 2 minutes for Arvada, and we're gonna be 5-on-4 for Locomotive here with a face-off in the Arvada end. Cohen and Kai stay out there on the penalty kill. Out to the point and kicked in by Locomotive. Owen hard off the boards, doesn't get it all the way out. Cohen can't get a stick on that. Loco walks in towards up front. Two guys in front, wide open. Puck is loose. Everybody's flopping on top of it. Wynn can't get a hand on that. They get it out, but not all the way. Past the blue line, come in with the shot. That one's tipped up and deflected into the corner. Owen looking for his stick, picks that one back up. Cohen in the corner, rips that all the way around the boards and down. Not going to be an icing call. A good defensive play there by Arvada, ticking off the clock on this power play. Kai checking him down. Kai trying to steal that one. Locomotive gets it back out, flips it to center ice. Come in, Bo steps in front of the player. He goes down. And now Kai has a puck coming in one-on-one. He's got Cohen with him. Kai's coming around, players down, but Arvada has a puck. They're going to blow the whistle now that Locomotive touches it. You can't blow the whistle down on a hurt player when the other team has the puck. He's going to be all right. He gets up on his own. Skates over towards the bench. Another just run into play there inside the Arvada blue line. Cohen and Colin out here now for the last 35 seconds of this penalty kill. Jackson Milo join him on the point. And this one's down in Locomotive territory. Trying to win that one back was Cohen, picked up by Locomotive. Lafayette banks it off the boards, over to Jax, right down in your living room. Over to Colin. Colin's coming in, going wide, got Cohen going towards the front of the net. Cohen loses the handle on it, and Lafayette picks it up. Out to center ice, tipped up. Coming in one-on-one on Milo. Milo gets it in his skates, and Jax comes, helps him out, taking the puck away. Up off the boards, not all the way out. Jax still banging on the far side, off of his knees, over to Colin at center. Colin up to Cohen. Colin gets taken down for that one. Lafayette flips it in and Cohen picks it up, trying to get it over to Colin. Back over, penalty is expired. Nick comes out of the box. Nick's got the fresh legs, walking in, turns, fires that one towards the front. Cohen couldn't get a stick on it. Nick still has it, shoots that one off the body towards the front. Oh, Colin couldn't get that one hard to the net. And Loco skates back the other way. Cohen on the back check, breaking that play up, and then it's tipped out of the blue line. That's offside! That was completely outside. The ref didn't see it. Wasn't in the play, and Nick's in the corner. Loco in the Arvada zone, walking towards the front of the net. That one swung away, puck's loose in front, and then kicked all the way back out to the point. That one skips out of the blue line, defender couldn't hold it. And now Anderson on the forecheck, breaking it up. They don't want to touch the puck for another one as Evan was skating out with it. Here comes Anderson. Anderson picks it up, gets a shot off, it's deflected, it goes up over the crossbar, into the corner for Evan. Evan trying to center that puck. Loco coming the other way to center ice, walking in 2-on-2 across the Arvada blue line. Pushed aside by Milky. They shoot that one, it goes wide. Over to Bo. Bo off the boards to Anderson. Anderson tips that up to Evan. Evan's coming in on the circle. Gets it poked out away. Evan still has it behind. Trying to center that one. It's off the side of the net, and Loco clears it to the blue line. Kept in there by Milky. Milky walking into Anderson. Over to the front to Evan. Couldn't find the backhand. Turns, takes a shot. It's loose in front. Anderson trying to find it out of the skates of Loco. Stopped at center ice by Milky. They want to keep this pressure going. Pick back up, walking in. Ethan with the shot and just rips that one wide.
Yes,
Towards the front, it's loose. Puck is still there. Evan trying to score. Oh, it's got on top of it was the goalie. Evan all over that puck in the crease. Couldn't find a way to put it home. 9:07 left in the third period. Arvada 1, Lafayette 2. OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland live with you in Arvada, Lafayette, Colorado. Alex wins that one, but Lafayette picks it up before it gets back to the point. Bo lost in his skates, tips it up to Calder. Calder gets that knocked over, back to Milky. Milky tries to go all the way across ice, stripped mid-pass there by Loco, and then picked up by Calder. Stripped again by Loco, going into the Arvada territory. Takes that shot, rips it off the glass behind the net. Out to the point, and now Nick has it. Nick's racing in, he's got Calder going towards the front. Takes a shot, deflected, and the goalie gets a pad on it. Loco against the board, Nick's fighting for it. Out to the point, Arvada keeps this one in. Owen at the point, trying to take the shot. Kept in again, clapped in. Blocked. Milo diving for it. Picked back up by Owen at center ice. Owen taking his time. Passes it up to Calder. Calder off the boards. Up the far side to Nick. Nick has Alex going towards the front. Gets it on his tape. Alex runs into a body there. Gets a puck towards the net. The goalie holds on. Good work there by Arvada. Getting the pucks towards the net. Goalie just not letting them get those second opportunities. 8:09 left to go, still trailing by 1 as Cohen's line takes the ice. Cohen back over to Colin. Colin with a shot and fires that one low and wide. Kai against the boards. Back over to Cohen. Cohen turns, takes a shot. Held on to by the goalie. Colin was looking for that rebound. Again, not one given. Cohen at the face-off in Locomotive zone. One back by Lafayette. They hammer that one out into center ice. Owen back to pick it up. Takes his time with it. Puts it off the boards over to Colin. Just out of his reach as he drops his stick. Lafayette stops behind their own net. Bringing it back the other way. Up off the boards all the way out and down. That's going to be icing. Another face-off down in Lafayette zone. And Arvada changes up. Bringing Evans' line back out on the ice. We're having what? Buffer issues. Bruce buffer? Apologize, we're trying. It worked this morning, might be too many people. Oh, Anderson trying to get the shot off. Still loose. Stuck out of there by Locomotive. Lafayette across center ice, gains the blue line, takes a shot. Wynn's gonna see that one all the way. Just hangs on to it, lets the whistle blow.
Why would you do that?
Whistle blew, Wynn dropped the puck to give it to the ref. Lafayette skates in, takes a shot. Wynn's not happy about that, neither would I be. He's having a little bit of a conversation with the ref saying, hey, I dropped the puck to pass it to you, and then they want to shoot it on me? Next time it comes around, he's getting a two-hand across the face. No, that was me saying that. That was me saying that. Wynn didn't say that. He might have been thinking it. Fight, Arvada, fight. Yeah, Diana Sillison's in the house. Picked up by Milky in his own end. Milky pushes that up to Anderson, coming across center ice. Passes over to the far side to Ethan. Ethan walks in, goes into the corner trying to center that pass, gets it back over. Jack's calling for it at the point. He flips it to the Lafayette player, and the Lafayette team comes out. Lafayette into Arvada's zone. Bouncing puck. Wynn was looking for that one. It bounced the wrong way, went over his pad. Lafayette goes up 3-1 with 6:47 left to go here in the third period. It happens, and now your team's got to rally right now. They got to get in there, get some shots behind this goalie, not into him. Alex, Calder, and Nick. Offside as Alex dangling at the blue line, waiting for his team to come back off. Glove down in the face-off, right down below us here in the stands. The ref is wafting his fart away. The players sneak right back into it. Over to Jax. Jax backhands it back out to Alex. Hammered hard back against the boards. Lafayette at center ice, controlling the puck. Oh, Nick takes a header into the boards as he was looking for that one. Calder has it on his tape. He pushes it out of the zone. Alex is up ahead of him. Lafayette grabs the puck and just dumps it back in. Milky retreating, picking it up. Up to Calder, trying to find Nick. Nick back to Calder. Calder coming in, looking for Alex. Alex can't control it. Picked back up by Nick. Nick to Alex. Can't get the shot off. Jax holds that one into the blue line, but it's picked up by Lafayette as they circle around. Don't get tripped up and come across the blue line. Walking into Arvada's zone. Arvada's got to start skating here if they want to come back. 2 goals in the next 5 minutes and 44 seconds. To the point, Lafayette just keeping that one in. To the far side to Calder. Calder comes out, up to Nick. Nick at center ice, stick handling around, gains the blue line, holding that one in. Walking around is Calder. Calder backhand towards the front, picked up by Lafayette. Nick gets a stick on that, but Lafayette continues to control, takes a shot, blocker saved by Wynn. Owen with the backhand, that's a high stick. It's gonna be picked up by Lafayette. Oh, but Bo touches it first. Lafayette didn't touch that high stick, but they do get another shot off, and Wynn kicks it over to the side of the paddle. Wynn holds on, allowing the rest of his team to change up. We're gonna have a face-off deep in Arvada territory. OTT Sports, stop the clock! Clock! Now we can yell, right? We didn't want to yell at it yesterday, but today I'll yell at it. I'm allowed. We're trailing 3-1 right now. Face off in Arvada's zone. The ref skates over. Are we gonna add a few seconds onto that clock? We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Ref having a conversation with the Locomotive parent who's running the clock, saying, hey, that should be a 2-minute penalty against Locomotive in my books. Yesterday, no penalty. Today, penalty. I can change my mind. Out to the point, Locomotive holds it in. Kai gets a skate on it, but they stay onside. Tipped over in front. Wynn hangs on. Let's go, boys! I know I'm on mic. If that'll like cancel out, it's too loud. I'm not apologizing to anybody. I'm here supporting this team. Okay, Katie says I have to say sorry for yelling into the mic. Hopefully your hearing aids were all tuned down low enough that it didn't scare you. Locomotive still pressuring here in Arvada's zone. Owen behind his net, rings it around the boards over to Kai. Kai's gonna skate this one out. He's got a couple players up with him. Pass it over to Cohen. Here comes Cohen. He's got Colin with him. Cohen going through. Gets tripped up. No penalty. Still in. Kai behind the net. Kai in his skates trying to kick it to himself. Kai to the boards up front. Over to Colin. Colin with a shot. The goalie comes across. Puck is still loose. Still loose in front. Cohen buries it. There we go. They continue to battle in front of the net, picking up the loose pucks. Cohen backhands one home. It's 3-2. Let's do that again, is what they're saying. Keep it rolling. Get another one just like that. Pressure on the net, banging and grinding. Kai on the backhand, up to Cohen. Here comes Cohen again. Cohen skating across, looking for it, takes a shot, blocked down in front. Puck is still loose. Kai on the backhand, in front. Cohen digging for it. The goalie hangs on. Arvada with the pressure. That line was digging for him. They're getting rewarded with a rest here as the next line steps out. Evan, Ethan, and Anderson, Milo and Milky on D, doing what they can to dig and try and tie this up. Ethan clapping that towards, and it's stripped and picked up by Loco. Back out as they skate across center ice. They come in. Milo stops that. Ethan picks it up, back over. Milky on the far side. Milky to center ice. Tipped up by Milo. Racing into the corner is Evan. Evan goes in, takes his body into the corner. Now that's Ethan on the far side. Loco comes out of the corner with it, breaking it out with some sauce. Stopped there by Milo, but tipped up, and Loco chases it down. Milky gets to it first, keeping this one out of the blue line. It's in the blue line, it's out of the blue line. It's now out of the blue line as Milo comes up the far side, skating across the red line with it. Milo coming in one-handed, getting held up, pushes it towards the front of the net, over to the far side to Ethan. Ethan turns, backhands it. They keep that one in on the blue line. Milo fires it in, it goes off the back of Ethan, and now Loco on the far side. Racing that one down is Milky. Loco into the corner. Back out, and then back in. Trying to make his way towards the front of the net. That one goes through the slot and into the far corner. Milo against it. Evan coming in to help him out. Ethan with him. Evan with the body pushing it towards the corner again. Keeping this puck out from front of the net, then goes back out to the point with the shot. Wynn tips that one over off the glass and into the side. Blocked centering attempt there by Milo. Behind the net. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go as Loco's pressuring here in Arvada zone. Back over around, back to Milky. Milky's got Anderson way up there. Finds Anderson. Anderson on the breakaway. He's got it on his stick. He comes in, takes a shot, rips it top shelf, and ties the game up in threes with 1:55 left to go. Anderson on the breakaway. And Anderson gives a 2-2 pump to the scorekeeper's bench. I love it. Woo! All tied up at threes. 1:55 left to go in this period. Alex, Calder, and Nick out there. Lafayette turns it back around, coming in quickly, looking to get the shot off. Kicked it into the corner. Jack's pressuring. Over to Alex. Alex rings it around the boards. Pinching defender comes in. Arvada can't clear the puck. Alex again behind the tender. In his own end, over to Bo. Bo off the boards, flips it up. Looking for Nick. Loco center ice. coming in. They stay on side, they dangle around, pushing that one in deep onto the tape of Jax. Jax off the boards, out to Calder, out of the zone and flipped over by Loco to the far side. Locomotive coming across center ice, picked up there by Calder. Calder up the far side, waved that one off, no icing. As we're down to the final minute of play in the third period, all tied up at threes. OTT Sports Network bringing it to you. Arvada and Locomotive. Bo flips that one. It doesn't get all the way out until Nick turns around and hammers it across the blue line. Nick still fighting for it. Locomotive on the far side. Bo skates into his own end, picks this one up, misses on it, and then Loco misses on it. Alex into the corner. Alex around the far side looking for Calder. Calder's on the board. Doesn't get that one all the way out. Bo skates into it. Loco skating around, trying to find it out to the point. They come in, get another stick on it. There was Nick. Nick's got to just hammer that one out. Gets it across the blue line. Stopped by Loco. Run over by Calder. Oh, we got a Loco player down behind the play. My apologies. I did not see that happen. He's rolling on the ice, holding his head behind the play. I hate to say it now, but a tie would probably get us into the finals as well. So dump this puck out of our end. I'm not sure where they're going to have the face-off right now. It should be just outside the Arvada zone, but I don't know what the refs are talking about here. Applause to the player who's getting up.
The coach was yelling at them, so they were just probably discussing that. She was mad when she came out. See? Here she goes. Here she goes.
Right to the head. I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all, so I...
We don't want to see anybody hurt. So
No.
It's not like,
We definitely don't. As a team, as broadcasters, as fans of the sports, we don't want to see anybody hurt. The coaches are still talking to the refs over there on the Lafayette. I don't even know if we got it on camera, what was happening over there. The play was coming up this way. I'll have to watch it in post-production there to see what happened. Coach John now having a conversation, yelling over at the refs saying, hey, we got to get going here. Jake tried to calm him down, but I don't think there's going to be any calming John down right now. We've got 19.9 seconds left on the clock, third period, all tied up at 3. Cohen, Kai, Colin, Milo, and Owen out here. Cohen wins this one forward into Lafayette zone. They're going for it. Penalty against Lafayette. Lafayette's going to take a penalty as Cohen goes hard into the boards for that one. Arvada's got 12 seconds with a face-off deep in the offensive zone. See what they can do with this to come out with a win. All tied up at 3, 12.2 on the clock. The action comes down to right now. Cohen wins it forward, back over to Lafayette. Lafayette shoots it out. It's tipped, and Milo comes in. Milo's gonna just skate this behind, hold it on. We're gonna skate to a tie. Arvada with the comeback, down 3-1. Buries 2 in the third period, tying this one up. And again, I'm not the math guy, but this should push us into the finals tomorrow. I don't know what time that is because I don't pay attention to everything that I should pay attention to. But shout out to this team for the effort in the third period. The fans are on their feet here. You're on your feet at home. We will post the score. We will post the time for tomorrow. It will be against this same squad tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning sometime for the championship in this memorial tournament in Lafayette, Colorado. And until that point, on behalf of the OTT Sports Network, I'm Harry Haviland signing out.